Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who I like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow. And I 1000% appreciate it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Find a reading that does resonate or a reader that does resonate with you. I don't care. Let's call on the divine. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? People regret missing out on how bright of a star you are, how great of a person you are, how just you are here. It's like people didn't want to see you before, but they see you now. This energy is almost confused and hard to explain. It feels like people are watching you walk on the red carpet after going to high school. It's given very much, oh, I went to high school with the collective. I went to college with the collective. But it's like when they felt you guys were there, they're like, oh, the collective ain't shit. Collective ain't gonna be nothing. Collective ain't this. Collective ain't that. Collective ain't. And then they're saying you guys brighten up here. Like there's some people who ignored you. They thought you were funny before. I'm not gonna lie, they thought you were funny before. They thought you were talented before. They thought you were great. They thought you were beautiful, but they weren't seeing you until you had enough other people seeing you. Some of these people might be stars that felt like they were brighter than you here. Maybe they were in the same thing. Maybe they were, you guys could have both been content creators, but they were more ahead. You know, they had more of a following, they had more subscribers here. They're like, oh, I associate with people on my level and blah, 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 blah. Then you got to their level. And then now they're like, hey, bestie. And you're like, I don't know you. And it's like, and that's the funniest thing because you got people banking on you, waiting for you to get to the top just so that they could get dubbed by you. Because a lot of you guys are not with people because of what they have, but because of what they got. Some of this might be in like the company. If you guys aren't content creators, this could be like people at work not wanting to vouch for you. And so other people at the work, like, yo, the collective mad funny. Oh, the collective could cook. Oh, no, the collective my bestie and whatnot. And now these people are wanting to come and kiki with you, and you guys don't want to kiki with them. And you're like, ha ha ha, yeah, but they're not on the inside. They're not locked in like how others are locked in with you here. There's some people, they're wondering if they did too much. Did they say too much? Did they go too far? Did they try too much with you? There's people who, like, I don't know what's going on in this energy. Let's use some what's the vibe tarot, because that's exactly what I'm wondering is what is this vibe that's going on here outside of like almost like people waiting outside your club, like, hey, collective, like wondering if you're gonna let them in and let them in the VIP with you. Whole time, I feel like you're not even about to act like you know these people. You're about to not let these people into your VIP. They're not getting into VIP at all. Very much not. Um, let's call this. Pull these cards, brother. Do you mind just tell me more? Okay, right off the bat. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams coming out here. You have somebody suffering in silence. They might literally do this pose and lean up against the wall, like, dang, why did I not tell them I was into them? Why they were too busy thinking like there's another girl more beautiful, there's another girl more popular, There's somebody else who got even more money. Okay, you got clout, but he has even more clout. They got even more of what you think you got going on over there. Yeah, that person has more. I bet. Now it's like, wait, like I want to link up with you. I want to like you're an it thing. You're popping, like whoa, like I want to be around you coming out here, like this energy. Divine, please tell me more. We got smell the roses in reverse. Slow down, take some you time, get out in the nature and smell the roses coming out here. Some of you guys might need to do this, or this could be somebody trying to send energy towards you so you don't have time to get out in nature and smell the roses here. Some of you guys, maybe you need to unlock from work mode and be outside in nature, take walks, drink more water. Don't feel like you don't have time to do that. Make time to do that here. Divine, please tell me more. Yeah, recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind is coming out here. A lot of you guys are looking recharged when you guys could have been in a time where you didn't have time to take time out and smell the roses. And it's like maybe people, they could have been mean towards you, toxic towards you because of this, or whatever was going on in your life. You could have been really busy. Maybe they didn't, let's clarify this. Ron, please tell me more. What is this? Smell the roses. We got double life, cheater, backstabber, two-faced in reverse coming out here. Yeah, there's energy of somebody maybe regrets being two-faced towards you because they didn't get a chance to see who you were when you weren't on the move, when you didn't have a lot going on in life here. I feel like a lot of you guys, you were putting in work. You were having to do so much ish in life where you didn't have time to show that beautiful, bright personality. Some of you guys could have lost a job and you guys are recharging. You're breathe, you're letting go, you cleared your mind, and some of you guys just look more better. You look more comfortable. You guys are, ooh, like, you look better. You look comfortable. You look refreshed, recharged, and something fun here. We got soulmate coming out here in reverse. Somebody feels like you guys could have been your soulmate. You guys could have had a friendship. You guys could have had your romantic partnership, but it's in reverse. So this is like that energy, that denial energy on your part because you wanted somebody that was with you when you were growing. You don't need those people like after, or you just maybe you're not. I don't know. Some of you guys, it had love happens for you very naturally. I feel like a lot of you guys attract a lot of people towards you here, and it's who your heart links to. But some of you guys are learning to also push past a little comfort, a little unfamiliarity, a little like Devon, please tell me more. Some people are saying you guys are well traveled, explored, funny, like humorous. We got isolation, rejected, left alone, self inflicted, in reverse. Somebody felt like you guys were going to be isolated. You're going to feel left out. You're going to feel they left you isolated and they wish they didn't here. It's like, people could have ignored you when you were struggling at the bottom. Now it's like they got to the top of a fake hill while you guys struggled up a real mountain. Some of you guys were like, okay, like, they're like, we're gonna leave the collective. The collective is moving slow here. The collective like to take their time. So we're going to like run up this mountain without them, right? And then they ran up that mountain, and then you guys are like, where is everybody? I don't have anybody to climb the mountain with. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go climb a different mountain. Maybe you didn't even climb the mountain. You could have walked alone in the desert for a while, like trying or the woods at that. You could have walked alone in the woods and then ended up finding a castle, finding gold, finding so many things here that people didn't expect you to find in your darkness. Some of you guys went on a whole journey, a whole mission, a whole discovery here, and these people thought you were suffering in silence, or you just were like going to feel sad and left out. I feel like whatever happened with people attempted to isolate you, it could have hurt you, it could have hurt your self esteem at some point. But a lot of people came rushing in. It's like you guys were not isolated. You guys were not suffering. You guys were not feeling any of the negative feelings that they thought you would feel after they dissed you or hurt you here, because you guys had a lot of magical characters along the way. And then these people didn't have nothing, but like they climbed, the hill was empty. They took pictures. They're like, I'm on the cliff here. A lot of you guys, you could have luckily never made it up that mountain, but you guys went on a journey in life. You guys are off doing something they can't do, something they don't really understand how to do. I don't know. Go through something more. But more importantly, you're not alone. We got consequences, bad choices, and games, and mixed signals here in reverse. Somebody who feels like they're getting a heavy amount of consequences for coming at you the way they came at you. They did not expect you to climb back up to the top like you did. It's like people felt like they could just step on you, just punish you, just like make it hard for you to get to where you needed to get to in life, or if they did help you out, they wanted to make you feel that pain. They wanted to make you feel dismissed. They wanted to feel superior to you, and then you got the crown. It's like, and imagine that, because they could have gotten the glory, but you got the crown, and then the glory got snatched away from them. Meaning, like, these people could have got the friends, the clout, the support. They got the support they needed. They got the support they needed to go absolutely nowhere. Some of this could have been a family member, because that's coming through here. Like, some people could regret who they invested in when it came to your family, because these people got the support to do shit. Like, these people could have attracted an audience and they can't put on a talent. They don't have any talent, they don't have any skills. They didn't get any money from their performances or anything. You guys attracted the audience. You got money. You got support. You got love. You got time here. Even if you didn't, some of you guys just got the chance to learn. Like, everything in your life has so much more substance, more meat to it, more like like people can see the way you inspire the world is absolutely deeply from like another level here. Like, somebody's almost damn near ready to give you your accolades, give you some sort of like rose, give you your flowers. People want to give you your flowers these days, and some of you guys, this is a very like important person watching you. That energy just keeps giving me chills. Whoever's in this crowd, like whether you're a music, especially if you're a musician or you're just a thought leader, some of you guys are in the politics, you post your opinions, you got somebody watching you, and like every day they think about you, and like they're in such a beautiful way. We got running here, escape, denial, excuses is coming out here. Please clarify this running energy. Yes, somebody wants to run it. They want to fly away. They want to run away from their problems. They want to make moves. They feel like they're overwhelmed. They're drowning where they're at here. And hmm. Over your head, overextended, rock bottom is coming out here. Yes, somebody feels like they're in complete rock bottom for trying to do some sort of energy work towards you. It could have landed them on their ASS here, because a lot of people tried to steal your glory. They tried to steal your energy. They felt like, by you could be the happy one, and they felt like by making you sad, they could be the happy one now. Like, they could like spill that energy, and then they didn't know what energy they were spilling. So like they wanted to be you, like, but God said, I'll make you like the collective. And they're like, okay, okay, thinking that they were making a deal with the devil, but the devil and God, some people would say it's one power, but you could use that power for good or you could use it for evil. And Yeah, yeah, this sort of energy. They try to turn it like I don't know how to explain it. Like they tried to go to God to get your glory, and God said, "I'll give you the collective's glory." And they're like, "Yay! I won! I get what they have here." And then they had to put them through what you've been through here. That's why a lot of you guys, you shouldn't feel like with these energy harvesters, they don't know what type of energy they're harvesting. Like, you might try to harvest somebody's energy and you do it in the wrong way. You guys can end up in their past situations. Like, you could look at somebody like, I don't know, a celebrity here, and then you try to harvest their energy. You end up harvesting their poverty when I had holes in my sneakers and like and then you end up with holes in your sneakers. Like like a whole bunch of different stuff you don't realize. Or you might have a certain mental addiction, a mental health disorder. You might harvest their addictions. You might harvest different things from them, and then the devil might make that exchange because a lot of people, they realize like they could speak to that sort of entity. The demons are real, but it's like wishmaster here. So once they try to harvest another person's energy, take their soul, I want this to happen, I want to be like them, blah, 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 blah. The devil might be like, all right, got it. And then they'll give them the darkest part of your soul. And then you guys are left feeling lighter and freer here. Some of these people are drowning and in over their heads because of the times you were drowning and in over your head. That's what made you beautiful. That's what made you resourceful. That's what made you grow. And they wanted your energy, but they didn't know what the hell they were reaching for. So they're like, I have to go through all of that. I got to go through all this pain, this heartache, this depression, this isolation, this like abuse, this neglect, this dishonor, like all of this pain just to get the smile like the collective, just to get the confidence that the collective has. It's like, divine, please tell me more. We got possibilities, follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself, coming out here underneath the recharge here. Yeah, somebody feels like they didn't follow their possibilities. They didn't they're not able to accomplish their goals and their dreams. They feel like it might be too much here, or somebody is in regret for trying to decide what the possibilities for you would be. Somebody's also just not getting it. They don't understand how you just build a life out of nothing. People have watched you build your life out of nothing, and they're like, how do they build something literally like out of nothing? And they want to do that same thing so that they can have some sort of pride in their lives, but they're not able to do that. We got thrills coming out here in reverse. Continuous bad cycles, bad decisions, addictions coming out here. Yeah, a lot of you guys, maybe you're out of some sort of bad cycles, bad addictions. That people have seen you completely change your life around. Now they want to be a part of the show. It's like, like they definitely feel like they missed out on one of the brightest stars here and that they ever did see, that they ever did meet, that they ever did come across. We got wishful thinking in reverse, second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia coming out here. A lot of people might you guys don't come off as nostalgic anymore. You had certain thoughts and daydreams about these people. Maybe you lifted them up just by dreaming of a future with them. Some of these people, maybe you guys wanted to network. You wanted to be like, have some sort of show here, or you wanted to I don't know, the more future you daydream about with these people, the more they get, because the divine starts lifting them up because you're having positive thoughts about them, linking with them, doing this with them, doing that with them here. And then those thoughts, like, they're like, I'm not going to actually link up with the collective or whatever happened. It just didn't come to fruition. But now that you stop thinking about these people, they're no longer getting that gold. They're not getting that positive reinforcement from the universe. A lot of you guys, they're completely out of your head. You're not like, they're not a part of your future mentally. So you're better able to manifest here. And it's like, be careful who you romanticize and you daydream about, because when you daydream about those people, you do have a tendency to lift them up, especially if you are a golden person there, like the divine is naturally going to lift them up, you know, if you think positively about these people. We got trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness here. Yeah, because they are completely out of your thoughts and your memories, and you guys don't hope for a better future with them. Nothing is going right for them. It's like suddenly once your energy was taken away, they stop being able to manifest. Some of you guys don't even realize that or don't believe that, but like I feel like you guys will see. Like a lot of people, you look back at their lives and you could just see it crumble. Their self-esteem crumbles. They be waiting for you to come back so that they could even breathe, like again, so they could be themselves again, but they didn't appreciate it. It's like, the mind, we got this card. Mask, hiding, concealing, and deception coming out here underneath the drowning card here. Some of you guys got somebody that's drowning in emotions, but they masked it with happiness. They masked it with like some sort of fake like energy. And I feel like that deception is coming up where these people feel depressed because they look at you, they look at your life, they look at the love you get, they look at the attention you get. They want to be like you, but they're afraid. They don't have the same confidence. They don't have the same self esteem. They don't have the same resilience here. I feel like a lot of people are seeing you as very resilient, very emotionally strong, very intelligent, very like envy, resentful, competitive, discontent is coming out here. Yeah, okay. Somebody's envious of you and the fact that you guys are able to move from one cycle of life to another. Maybe at some point you were partying, then you stop partying, then you go on to being healthy. Maybe you guys stop being healthy. Now suddenly you're making pastries, you're eating unhealthy things. And they know that even if you're in that state, you're never going to stay stuck because life is like a journey to you. You guys are able to enjoy certain things, and then you get bored with them, then you put them down, and then you're eating broccoli again, you're taking long walks again. They know that every time they look at your life, you're going to always be doing something different here because it's not like you guys chase thrills, but you guys do chase experiences. You guys have a love for life in general. And these people are trying to figure out how to have that love for life when they don't have that love for themselves within here. Or maybe they just don't have that love for life. They're trying to figure out themselves and use you as a mirror. But a lot of you guys stop being a mirror for these people. You stop reflecting them back to God. Has stopped allowing them to see you as a mirror. Now that they're no longer your lovers and your friends here, they cannot look at your reflection and adjust themselves. They look at you and you're not a reflection anymore. You're you and they are them. They had like, when you're lovers, it's almost hard to, they can't tell where their skin ends and where your skin begins. So if you were confident, they're confident too. So if you're acting a certain way, they're going to act a certain way too. They were like mirroring you, and then all of a sudden you stop being a mirror to them. And they're like, what the heck? You're no longer a mirror? Like, why can't I see my reflection in the collective? Like, they felt like they were always able to go over to you and see their reflection, but now they only see you, and they see you guys keep changing. They see you guys keep moving. You guys keep going on. You guys keep elevating. You guys are no longer like anything that they could use to reflect on life and reflect on themselves. When some of these people had in their head, at least I'm not like the collective, at least I'm not partying like them, at least I'm not drinking like them, then you're not drinking or partying. You guys are getting healthy. Okay, I can get healthy too. And then, okay, now you're over here. Then they're like, okay, I could wait. They're being forced to see you as your own individual entity. We got nightlife, striptease, gambling, Vegas coming out here. Yeah, I'm underneath the thrills in reverse, but some of you guys are about to have some fun here. They might be envious of your fun because we got thrills and bad habits and substance abuse in reverse. But then we got nightlife coming out. So people are afraid to see what your nightlife is about to look like. If you guys are ready to step out and have fun, they're like, what the hell are they going to be doing for fun? I know they're going to be doing it up big. Like, I want to see what the hell they're doing and where they're going to go. We got daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams is coming out here underneath the mask in reverse. Yeah, somebody feels like they thought you were delusional at some point and that you were truly emotionally drowning. But the fact that they even think about you pisses them off. Like, because you don't think about them. It's like you guys don't even know these people anymore. We got Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention coming out here in reverse. These people don't have any protection and they try some sort of energy work or energy magic on you. And now they're going to have to deal with like a full refold times 1,000. We got hopeless, loss, depression, and suicide is coming out here underneath this loss, depression. This is the energy I was feeling underneath this daydreaming and delusional card. This could be somebody else that's thought you were delusional, and now that they're seeing you guys live your life out in reality in real time, it's making them very depressed. They're very, they thought like they were better than you. They're like, I'm freaking delusional, is what this person is saying. Or they might be dealing with some delusions, hearing voices, going through things in life, all because you guys have a beautiful life. You're like, they don't have time to stop and smell the roses. They don't have time to, they're not who they thought they were in life, like at all. And your happiness, because I've seen happy, if it comes out again, it comes out again. For some more. Yeah, karmics, third parties, haters, and lesson learned is coming out underneath this hopeless card. Hopeless, lost, lessons learned. And we got lust in reverse, greed, hate by any means necessary, and inconsiderate. Maybe people could have said you were in all types of energies you're not in. They could have said you party all the time, you sleep with anybody, and then people come to check on you. You guys look healthy, and then people around you would say that too. Like, all the collective does is drink water, go to the gym. They don't be doing nothing like, like bad. The collective walk, they take their time, they live life how they live their lives. It's like, like, and so this is sending somebody is in deep depression. They don't like themselves. They don't like what they made of themselves. And a lot of their self esteem depended upon them being better than you. This is what's wrong here. And then once they check in and they see they're not better than you, then that's what's hitting them. So I feel like that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.